All right, so today I'm gonna de-stress after work with a little bit of Sofia Gubaidulina. This is her suite of piano pieces called Musical Toys. I think I discovered it a long time ago, and then I dug up the score because I was teaching I was teaching an instrumentation course, and I was trying to find like piano pieces for students to arrange. I think some of them ended up picking some of these. Do I have? Okay, I have one with English subtitles as well, but it's only the first seven movements. So maybe I should just pull up a wiki on the piece. I can't remember how long. I think it takes like 20 minutes to play through them all. Yeah. Okay. So, uh, I guess this is as good as any. So the movements are mechanical accordion, magic roundabout, trumpeter in the forest, the magic smith, April Day, Song of the Fisherman, The Little Tit, as in a bird, a bear playing the double bass, and The Black Woman. I'm pretty sure it's a generous translation. I hope it's not more offensive than that, but okay, so this is Willen from the next day. I just want to add something because I think yesterday I sort of uh, brushed this topic aside, but it is a very serious topic. Like, racism is a real problem in classical music, and there's a lot of repertoire, even from the 20th century, like this, that is kind of overtly racist. This particular movement did not need to be titled what it was titled. If you listen to the piece, it's just like a two-part invention with a walking bass line. But yeah, just to say, like, uh, cringing at this and moving on is not really the right way to be dealing with it. So I just want to make sure that people feel open to discuss it in the comments of this video. I think it's worth discussing, and yeah. The woodpecker, the elk clearing, sleigh with little bells, the echo, the drummer, forest musicians. So 14 movements. I think this was written, I'm seeing 1969. What do I have in my spreadsheet? I think it's kind of interesting that, I mean, we've covered a number of like little suites of character pieces on the piano, and like in the piano series so far, yeah, it is 1969. We've also covered pieces that are like aimed towards like children or have something to do with childhood, and I think that's a very like recurring theme because most musicians, I mean, ideally, musicians' first instrument would be piano. Like every child would have piano lessons. Yeah, I'm interested to see what these sound like and sort of what they reveal about her style. I'll put a link in the video description to a recording if you'd like to listen along today, and stick around through this transition if you'd like to hear my thoughts. Okay, so these are pretty fun to listen through. They're very light, and the air about them, the sort of mood, is very childlike and full of wonder. But they're not easy to play, so it's kind of weird. A lot of them are so difficult that you would really expect an adult to be playing them. So it may be that the music is kind of for child listeners or something like that. And it's interesting. A lot of the images are like, a lot of the titles and imagery is like very simple, um, inspired by nature, like not particularly whimsical. Um, And it makes me wonder if maybe the musical ideas inspired the titles or if the titles inspired the musical ideas. I think it kind of depends on the movement. Um, for me, it doesn't like there's some that feel like filler and others that feel really important. It doesn't really pick up for me until the sixth movement, which I think is the Fisherman's Song. Yeah, Song of the Fisherman. I really liked this one because it was simple and easy to play, and it had this like stacked fifth kind of quality to it, which was absent from pretty much every other um, movement in the suite. And then it's followed up by the Tit, I believe. Yeah, the other two that I really liked were the two bird ones. So you get this like clearly birdsong one, all in the high register of the piano. And then the woodpecker one is similar, but it also has this parallel triad kind of modal mixture thing. So there is an accompaniment to the bird in the case of the woodpecker. And both of them go, I think the woodpecker goes on for quite a while. So some of them, I feel like the composer was sort of testing their limits of how long they could stretch the material in a good way. And other movements were less successful in that regard. Like, for example, this one, number 12, would be the echo. Uh, I mean, it's kind of fun now that I think about the title. So, echo is the one that uses the piano resonance. It has this really long section here that's like a minute of music where you just have like three notes or four notes repeated in the bass. It's like this, it's more and more split up by rests, you know? But yeah, that goes on a long time. Yeah, I thought they were fun. Yeah, so next will be Michael Finney, Song 9. So something completely different from a different part of the world.